everyone. Thanks for joining us for Bank of North Dakota's Ask Stacy and Amanda on Facebook Live. We are live every single Tuesday, usually around 2:30. Remember to give us a like, turn on those live notifications, just so you know every single time we go live, and keep up with all of the cool tips and tricks we have and the cool stories that we're going to be sharing over the summer. No spoilers, right? Remember, if you do have any questions, as per usual, go ahead, pop it in the comments below, or if you want to send us something a little more private that you don't want to ask on the internet, go ahead, send us a direct message and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. So today, I'm sure you can probably tell, we are back at Dickinson State University with Christiana Pont, who is the Assistant Director of TRIO, and we are going to talk about some tips for finals, just because almost all students are gearing up for finals in the next coming weeks. So Christiana, can you tell us a little bit about the TRIO program and the kinds of services that it provides for students?
So TRIO was created in the 60s from President Johnson's War on Poverty, and we are basically a federal grant program, and we are here to help students with anything and everything that they may need. We typically work with students who are first generation to college, low income, or have a documented disability. And we are here as their support system. So that could be helping them study for a class. It could be making sure that they're on track to graduate, helping with filing their FAFSA, or even just being a person that they can talk to, and life's going on and we're there for them.
Good. So is TRIO at a lot of other colleges?
It is a national program.
Okay.
I believe there are thousands of programs. I work for Student Support Services, and I believe there's over 1,200 programs nationwide.
So no matter where you're going as a student, just go ahead and check if your school has a TRIO program, if you could benefit from some of the services that Christiana mentioned. So studying for finals, whether you're a freshman or a senior, it's a big deal, and especially in the spring of the year, summer is, you can see the light at the end of the tunnel at this point in the year. So what are your top 5 tips for students preparing and then going into their final exams?
Well, first you want to make sure that your space is completely ready for studying. You want to remove all distractions, whether that be the TV, Xbox, roommates, friends. That's always a good distraction.
Your cell phone.
Put your cell phone on silent, because you want to shut off all of the notifications you're going to be getting from Facebook, Snapchat, random people texting you. All of that you want to get rid of. And then you want to also make sure that you've got the right tools that you'll need. If you're a highlighter, flashcard person, you want to make sure that you've got everything close by, water bottle, but remove all of the funky toys that you might want to play with that are little distractions.
Yeah. And that's good for getting set up.
Absolutely.
So how about cramming? I know a lot of students, and I am guilty of it, absolutely. I have all these tests, I have a big paper to write and all of this stuff. I'm going to pull an all-nighter. How about cramming? Is that a good idea, bad idea?
I did it in college, don't do it.
Yeah.
If you can avoid it, try to avoid it. The best thing is to start early with studying. You want to make sure that you can have plenty of time to go over the material several times. Repetition is going to be your best friend when it comes to studying. Cramming, it just doesn't stick. You might remember a quarter of the information, you might remember half of it, but it is best to start early, take plenty of study moments, and just go forth and study the material over and over.
And a few weeks ago when we were out at UMary and we interviewed Chip, he had a couple really good pieces of studying advice. And basically it leads back to that start early and study progressively. Because, if you study like you should over the course of the semester, then, you know that material from, the first, half of the semester super well. So really the stuff that you really need to drill down on is stuff that you haven't studied nearly as frequently. So how about, building in some breaks?
Absolutely, you're going to want to take breaks, and not just get on your phone and start playing around. You want to get up, you want to walk around, get the blood flowing. Be sure to get outside for a few minutes. Weather is improving finally.
It is, yay, so excited.
So get outside, enjoy some fresh air, move around a little bit, but don't get too distracted again. You want to have smaller study breaks so that you can get right back into studying.
Awesome. So how about big tests? So let's say it's the night before the big test. We've studied plenty fine. We don't have to cram. What should we do the night before the test?
Sleep. Sleep is going to be your best friend. Your brain works better when it is rested. If you are tired, your brain's going to be misfiring and you'll just be like, oh, wait, yeah, I think I knew that. And you might miss something that was completely obvious to you when you were studying.
Yeah. And and I think sleep in general, I know college kids keep super strange hours.
Absolutely.
But go to bed early, sleep in if you need to. I mean, don't like miss your life or anything, but yeah, get an appropriate amount of sleep. So our fifth tip, I know something that most college kids probably aren't, they don't do the best job of in general. So what's that?
Eating well. You want to eat a balanced diet. Avoid overloading on the carbs, the sugar, the energy drinks, the typical study foods. You want to make sure that you're eating proper foods because you're going to go super high on those carb sugars and then you are going to crash. Mm-hmm. So if you're eating properly, you'll be doing better.
Yeah, and that'll, in turn, that'll probably help you focus more, it'll help you sleep better. Mm-hmm. I mean, all around, it's just going to be better in general. Yeah. So, Christiana, before we sign off, what advice do you have for students heading into their last couple weeks of school before summer hits?
Remember to breathe. You just want to take it as it is, keep going, but breathe, don't stress. If you're stressing about all the things that you have coming up, it's going to cause you to lose your focus. You're not going to study as well. You're not going to sleep as well. You'll probably eat those bad foods that you're like, stress food, craving it. Yeah. So just breathe, relax.
Yep, that is great advice. So thank you so much, Christiana, for lending us your advice. I know you work with students on these topics every day. And thanks again to DSU for welcoming us back to their campus to host another Facebook Live here. Don't forget, turn on those live notifications, give us a like, and Stacy will be back on Facebook Live. I know it's been a few weeks without her, but she will be at NDSCS in Wahpeton next week for another exciting topic. So, yeah, give us a like, turn on your notifications, and we will see you next week. All right, bye.